Okay.
Hello, welcome here on the Women of Success YouTube channel created by Victoria Bularda. I'm Amorena Minculescu, and I'm so happy to present you today a wonderful lady, Doina Oncel, a real woman of success, the founder and chief executive officer of Hervolution. Thank you for being here, Doina. Thank you for accepting our invitation.
Thank you so much for having me. I am honored to be here.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So you have an impressive career, and I have to say, first of all, you're the founder and CEO of Hervolution, an award-winning charitable organization assisting young women from diverse backgrounds with access to STEM-based education and employment opportunities in Canada. But more than that, I have a long list here. You're also one of the women leading the way in Canada's most powerful women. You are in top 100 2021 award winners. And you got this position graced on your amazing activity through Manulife Science and Technology by recognizing women in STEM roles who are challenging the status quo for knowledge and female empowerment. And you are nominated for Global Awards 2020 WomenTech Network. Also, you are on the short list for the top 25 Canadian Immigrant Awards for 2021 and so on. So I'm impressed, and you deserve all those awards, and congratulations, Doina. And you're the right person to give us your own definition of success. So please give us your definition of success.
Well, thank you so much for mentioning all of these awards. To be honest with you, even for me, it feels it's like an out-of-body experience, and people tell me all the same, like, oh yeah, that's actually me, you know. So my definition of success, to be honest, it's being who you are, be authentic, figure out what your purpose in life is, and just go with that. And as soon as you are following that purpose, to me, that's success. You know, it's not about achieving a goal. It's not about, you know, making a lot of money. It's about doing what you know that you're meant to do and following that path. And that's what I consider success for me.
Thank you. Thank you for your answer, and thank you for being here again and again. We have to mention that STEM is the acronym of science, technology, engineering, mathematics. Is that right?
Yes, that is right. Yes, I find it actually, I was speaking when I started Hervolution in 2013. I went to an organization. It was a STEM-based organization, and I was so nervous because I just started her organization. I'm like, do I sound right? Am I saying the right things? And when I'm done, I said, do you have any questions? And somebody put the hand up, and she said, what is STEM? And I was like, oh my God, I am in the right place, because you are in here and you don't know what STEM is. So thank you for actually mentioning what the acronym stands for, because some people may not know.
Yeah, but also the name, it's very interesting and with great impact. Would you like to share with us, I don't know, how do you start it? I know a word, tweet, the beginning of your activity, right? On the Twitter, on that time when nobody tried this channel. But how did you choose the name? Like Hervolution, very interesting, yes.
Yes, so I come from the social work background. I study social work with the feminist perspective to support women and children. That has been my passion. And I did a lot of research. It took me about 6 months to come up with a name. And I said, I know I wanted to do something. I used to go into women's shelters or women's organization and ask for feedback. And I had a whole bunch of words. I put them on sticky notes and put it on the wall. And every day I wake up, I look at the wall and I'm like, this doesn't feel right. So that came out. That came off the wall, until it just became, it was evolution and she. And I was like, not really. And then I was talking over WhatsApp with one of my friends, and I said, like, what do you think? And then I said, with the last words came, her evolution. And then afterwards we said, you know what, let's just kick the E out and spell it. I know how you saw I spell like small H, big E, small R, and then evolution, the big word. So evolution is like it means like a spiral. You go on a spiral, and hopefully you go like you go above the challenges that you're in. And then her, it stands for women, of course. So the whole idea, the meaningful of the word for me is the evolution of her, the evolution of women. And I wrote it in that way because it talks about coming from very small circumstances to go something bigger, so to grow, and that's why it's written in the way that it's written. And yeah, that's kind of what the name stands for, is the evolution of her, to support women as much as possible, girls and women. And that's what growing up in Romania, as you saw, I grew up in Romania, women not necessarily always put at the top of the list for anything. And I thought I wanted to do something that makes impact on women. So, and that's why the name Evolution of Her.
Thank you for your definition, is the right one, and thank you for your activity. And in Romania they started doing things like you're doing here, so we're so proud of you. And I don't know, I found a name for you. It's like a feminine modern day Robin Hood, because you're helping young women. So I would like to hear more about your activity. I think you have a big heart.
Thank you. Yes. Well, I feel like I found what my passion is. And as a kid, I remember wanting to help women. And that's what I wanted to do. And I didn't know how, because I've seen, like, again, growing up in Romania, I've seen so many things and I thought it's not fair. So that's kind of where it started. And with Her Evolution, what I do is I create opportunities for girls that come from disadvantaged backgrounds to get into STEM. And the way that I started is that as a social worker, I didn't have resources to give to clients, so to speak. I've also came to Canada, on my own. I was homeless a couple of times. I actually had to live in a shelter. I didn't have anybody. I didn't have a network of people, right? So I didn't have these resources presented to me. And then so I created the organization because everybody said, we don't have enough women in STEM. And I really thought that was an issue in Romania. And I didn't think that was happening in Canada too. So I thought, well, would it be nice if there was an organization where creates opportunities for girls that don't have opportunities to get into STEM. And so it took me a bit of time to think about how do I do this. And I didn't know whether I can do it because I thought I'm not really in STEM. And then I had a mentor of mine that he supported me a lot. And he said, you should do this because you understand what it's like to be coming from low income or come to being new to Canada, being in a place where you don't have many opportunities. So you are the right person to do this. And then that's how I created Revolution. And then with that, I create programs. So I partner with companies that are STEM-based companies. So we work together in partnership so that we can bring this STEM education to girls. The girls are generally in high school. And I decided to do high school age because that's a really crucial age for girls to figure out, what do I want to do as a career? And here in Canada, it's more that, I need to go to post-secondary and what am I going to do? And I thought high school age is great. I might not be able to support women that are older. There might be new immigrant, they still need that, but at least I can support their daughters, right? So if I can support the daughters can support their moms,
Exactly.
And I thought it would at least be able to do this for the next generation. And so they learn how to code in the programs. They learn about engineering. They learn about science. We bring professionals in the industry to deliver some of those workshops. And they also, it's about confidence building. So we have an ambassador program where they get to go out there and speak and they build confidence. And more above that, because the organization has been created for just over 10 years now. I can't believe it's a decade.
Wow.
And
Already.
yeah, a decade. And then I realized that it's not just learning the hard skills, like how to code or learning about engineering or learning about how to build something. It's like, do you have the confidence to apply for a job? Do you have the confidence to be in that field? And so that's why I built some other programs that create confidence, and then leadership roles where they come and they gain board experience. So when a girl comes in high school with us, and they could be early in her career when they just finally say, okay, I think I'm ready to leave Revolution now, and I can actually go out there and, you know, do the work. But they come back. A lot of the girls come back, and they want to support other girls like them. So that's why building the self-esteem, confidence, and the leadership skills is really important. And they get to support each other as much as possible. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you
That
for
makes
those.
sense. But yes,
Yes, it's a great work.
thank
I
you.
don't know, speaking about your ladies, because they're already ladies, right? Do
Yeah.
you have any, would you like to share with us a great story, because you have already a great
Yes, I
experience
have
with them?
so many stories, and sometimes
Yeah,
I think,
one, pick,
do I want to share? Which one do I
just
want to share?
one if you like.
So, okay, so um, okay, I'm going to share two stories, short. I'm going to make them short. One, I have one young woman that has been volunteering at Revolution for 8 years, and
Wow.
she's not ready to go because she's like, she started as a volunteer and now she sits on the board. And she's in the medical field, she's going to become a doctor, and she feels like I'm not ready to go. And then I have another story with the young woman. She came, I had a booth at an event, and then she didn't know about coding, so she learned about it. She's never coded before. She enrolled in the program. We gave her a laptop because she didn't even have a laptop. There's many young women that come to our programs, they do not have these tools. So we gave her a laptop, and she took that laptop, and she was for us in our program for 2 years, because they can come back if they want to, if they need to. So she came in the program for 2 years, and when she finished year one, she started her own organization using the laptop to teach younger kids how to code, because she felt like, now I want to, she became a teacher herself to, teach how to code. And then she applied she's just in grade 12. And then she applied to go to post-secondary. So she's in post-secondary right now. And she also got accepted into a co-op program, where she gets to have her education paid for, and she gets to have paid experience at a company here in Toronto, which is so amazing. So it started from like, I knew nothing 2 years ago, and now I'm the road to success, right? So those are some of my success stories, because I have a lot.
Great for sharing it. So congratulations, Doina.
Thank you.
It's your success as well, and it's your big heart as well involved. And because you're talking to the millennials, right? As I search, you just launched application Stemming Up. Would you like to share more details about this one?
Yeah.
Tell the
Okay,
people how
sure.
to get
I
it.
didn't know I can talk about that, but yes, of course. So the STEMINA program, that's the one
Yeah.
that is our I would say like the biggest program in our organization. It's 4 weeks, and uh, they apply for the program, they come in, we get to work on solving one of the 17 sustainable development goals, the SDGs. So they get to have a societal impact, and they work in teams, to come up with a solution to one of the challenges. And they learn how to code, and they also learn about putting together a business plan, and they learn how to pitch. So they are basically, once they're done in the program, they're ready to take that idea to, if they want to, they can start a business from it, or they can use it as a resource, as for them to say, when they apply for scholarships, when they apply for post-secondary, and also use it to apply for jobs. So they gain enough experience to be able to be hired at the end of the program, at the end of 1 year. So it's a really amazing experience for young women. Yeah, they're ready with the pitch deck, and they're ready to pitch the idea, and they get to work with the team. So it's basically, the way that is designed is like, when you go in a company, work at a company, you work with the team on a project. It's the same thing here, learning how to find resources. They have coaches and mentors to support them to find where they can find the resources or the answers to their questions. And when they walk away, it's very exhausting. It's a very intense 1 month. That when they walk away, they're like, this was the greatest experience ever. And we also offer the girls laptops. If they don't have a laptop at home, we give them a laptop. We give them a Wi-Fi subsidy. So some girls, given that they have to be in the program for a month and they have to be online for so long, we want to make sure that we don't incur expenses. We alleviate that for them. So we give them a subsidy for Wi-Fi, and they get to win scholarships. So at the end of the program, so that's
Great.
amazing.
This is
Yeah.
great. I
Yeah.
think you don't have only two girls, you have 100, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah. What do you think your own daughters already learned from you, from this attitude?
Um, they learn the importance of giving back. They learn the importance of following your passion. They learn the importance that when you do something for yourself, it impacts other people too. You know, we talk a lot about that, how, oh, mom, you do this, you know, it's nice. In the beginning, they didn't really get it. They're like, oh, yeah, that's just mom, right? That's just mom. And then I used to take them with me to events and they're like, your mom is amazing. Like, she's made such an impact in my life. And they're like, oh, wow, this is actually something. And yeah, but I like that now that they're getting older, they get to appreciate it and they follow in their passion. You know, they want to go, they want to do whatever they want to do. And I told them it's not really about, like, you don't need to be a doctor to make an impact. You can be anything. You can, whatever you choose to do as your career, you can make impact with that. So, you know, that's what they're learning from me, and they're learning to give me space, because when I have to work, I have to work. So they learn about that too. I don't know if I can teach them much of the work-life balance, because I don't have that. I'm working or I'm just chilling, but I'm not doing both of this. I don't know how to do, you know, it's like, I'm still learning. And I don't think anyone has that, you know, to understand work-life balance.
Yeah, I'm sure you're very, very busy, and I understand that. And thank you again for your time,
Oh, it's my pleasure. I'm honored to be here.
for your amazing story. I think you have a secret. I don't know which one could be. It could be if you want to share it with us. I don't know when do you have time to do all of these
I
activities?
use my calendar. My
Okay.
calendar is like, if it's not on my calendar, it's not happening. Everything I do, including my personal stuff, is on the calendar. I cannot work without my calendar. I know it's really, really insane, but I put stuff, you know, when I'm working. I started something else when I just got my license to become a financial advisor, because I'm very passionate about financial literacy, especially for women and young people. So now that having to do two things, I have my
Congratulations.
calendar. Thank you, thank you. It's been I've been wanting to do this for a while, and now I finally just said I'm going to do it. So I sat down for 3 months. A course that used to take 9 months, I did it in 3 months because I
Wow.
wanted to get it done. And yeah, but it's just working with my calendar. To be honest with you, I have everything on my calendar, and sometimes when I have to understanding what's a priority, you know, and sometimes people might feel like, well, I might have to say no to something because something else is important and I need to get it done, you know. So I might have sometimes friends say, well, you always say no, you know. I'm like, yeah, I know, but because right now I can't really go out and, you know, at a dinner, because I need to eat at home, because I have something to do. I need to complete this project. Otherwise, you know, it could be, you know, I'm not going to get funding for Revolution, or I'm not going to get this project done, and then it's not going to be a good outcome. So I need to make sure that I understand what's a priority. And that's the secret that I have. And hopefully that helps somebody.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. And sorry for being so I'm insistent sometimes, but
No, no,
to
no.
recharge your batteries, you need to do something that I don't
Yes.
know, give pleasure or joy.
My pleasure for joy. Honestly, I right now I'm doing yoga. So I am doing yoga and I am doing meditation. I'm trying to do that because I feel like my brain is just getting, you know, too busy with too many things. And I find that when my brain is clear, I can actually, like when my mind is clear, I can actually do things better. I can make better decisions. So I'm starting doing that. And of course, I watch too much Netflix. I watch too much too many movies, because I find that when I watch a movie or a show, it takes me away from my reality for a little bit, and then I can, like, okay, now I see other things, and I can come back to my world after. But yeah, that's is what I do for joy, and I spend time with my daughters. I really love spending time with my kids. I really, really do. Any chance I get, and the fact that they're getting older and they still want to spend time with me, I'm very happy about that, because, you know, They're like, oh, I'm doing my thing, and next thing you know, I'm moving out of the house, and I barely see them, and now they still want to hang out with me. I take that. So we spend time together.
Thank you so much. Modern day Robin Hood, Doina Oncel, and her evolution. How can we find you on the LinkedIn, YouTube? Do you want to share with us the address?
Sure. Well, I think the main address is the website. So www.hervolution.org. That's HERVOLUTION.org. And then there's you type in Hervolution, it comes up, an Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, what else?
Everywhere.
Yes, well, except for TikTok, but we are on Instagram, we're on Twitter, we're on Facebook. So we post as much as possible on those platforms.
Okay, we're watching you and wishing you a great success. Thank you so much for being here and
Thank
giving
you.
us
Thank
your
you. Thank you. I
time.
appreciate it. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Doina, and good luck to your career.
Thank you.
Thank you.